Hi, I'm Anastasia McCourt, and this is my POI program for conference called Lost and Adrift. We once were warriors, bone sharp and tangling up with whatever wild was in the world. But some ships rolled in with boats we ain't never seen before, branding iron and bulletmen, taking everything and leaving behind only misery. Yokiki and Hawaii giggle over a street artist's caricature. Colorful fabric peeks out of the bottom of their oversized winter coats. But still, they blend in seamlessly. Enjoying a moment of beautiful anonymity they've struggled to find since escaping captivity at the hands of Nigeria's extremist group, Boko Haram. According to the U.S. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, roughly 800,000 kids are reported missing each year. That's roughly 2,000 per day. And the city in the entire world with the second highest rate of kidnapping is Phoenix, Arizona. And it doesn't help that in cases with older children, I could drive to Phoenix and back to Missouri before a formal investigation could be lodged. Through the pieces, these girls escaped Boko Haram by National Geographic. Kidnapping and hostage-taking, a review of effects, coping, and resilience by the United States National Library of Medicine, and the poem, The Children Might Know, by Dominique Christa. We explore the idea that the more we do for each case and its victims, the less there will be. Lost and adrift. Because for every missing poster we ignore, another one goes up. In general terms, the psychological impact of being taken hostage is similar to that of being exposed to other traumas, including terrorist incidents and disasters. Typical adult reactions include 1. Cognitive, impaired memories and concentration, confusion and disorientation, intrusive thoughts, flashbacks and memories, denial, hypervigilance, and hyperarousal. A state of feeling too aroused with a profound fear of another incident. 2. Emotional shock and numbness, fear and anxiety, but panic is uncommon. Guilt at having survived if others have not, and at having to be in that situation in the first place. 3. Social withdrawal, irritability, avoidance of reminders of the event. We never thought that we would escape and be here today. I never thought that I would survive. I know that I had left thousands in the bushes in the forest, and thousands more in the streets of Mongeri. Yokiki says, the best I can do to help is to reach out to the world. Denial has also been mainlined as a response to extreme stress, but it does have a survival value, at least in the short term, by allowing an individual a delayed period of time in which he or she can adjust to a new painful reality. For example, some hostages in the Moscow theater siege initially believed that the appearance of the heavily armed rebels was part of a mystical military performance. Maybe they know that we ain't always been so lonely, so feverish with brokenness, so maybe they'll look past the bruises and see that we are bigger underneath and forgive us for our fragility. Genuine psychopathy has also been noted. A follow-up study of ransom victims in Sardinia found that about 50% suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and about 30% experienced major depression. The International Classification of Mental and Behavioral Disorders also recognizes the enduring personality change after catastrophic experience as a possible chronic outcome after a hostage incident. This condition is characterized by a hostile or mistrustful attitude, social withdrawal and estrangement, feelings of emptiness or hopelessness, a chronic feeling of being on edge as if constantly threatened. But I want to make clear, for this diagnosis to be made, the symptoms must have endured for at least 2 years. Yokiki and Oi, identified only by their first name for security reasons, didn't know each other before or even during their ordeals, but their shared horrors united them in advocating for those fellow survivors and those still held by Boko Haram. We were overcome with the kind of meanness that don't care about nothing but feeding itself. But we had hands once, and a river to bathe in, and names, full names, that called us home. Boko Haram skyrocketed to global consciousness in 2014 when the group's kidnapping of 276 girls from their school in Chibok, Nigeria, sparked a worldwide campaign and the hashtag Bring Back Our Girls. But the group has been waging a brutal campaign in eastern Nigeria since 2009, forcing 2.5 million people from their homes, killing more than 20,000 people, and abducting thousands more, using the women and girls as child brides and sex slaves. Their children are forced to become the next wave of Boko Haram insurgents. The children might know that if they're looking at us right, we lost our mouth across a mighty, mighty ocean, could have died. But we didn't know how. Thank you.